Maria Carrillo is the only culinary arts program in Santa Rosa. In the county, there's a program in Windsor and also one in El Molino. And actually, Sonoma has a culinary program. So I think there's only 4 of us right now. The program, is based on making things from scratch and using quality ingredients. I really try to use, what we have locally and what's in season as much as we can.
What I like most about this class is that we get to be in control of what we're doing in there, and we get to do it ourselves. We don't have a teacher watching over us, make sure we do every single thing right, so we can, if we make a mistake, it's our own fault, and we can edit that ourselves, and we can fix it.
With the gingerbread, the students bring in their own candy. It would be really, really hard to even begin to estimate or decide or divide up candy. So students just bring in what they want, and that also is kind of their creative spot there, because they can think about what kinds of candy they want, and cereal, cookies, pretzels, whatever they want to bring in, they can do.
You mix the ingredients, you pat it down onto a cookie tin, you bake it for the required amount of time. The really important thing, though, is after you get your gingerbread out of the oven, you have to recut everything that you cut before, because when it bakes, it expands.
Just making the gingerbread part of it was a difficult task, and making the frosting is really easy. Just pour the stuff in, let it sit for 10 minutes, and let it whisk for 10 minutes, and it'll go. And decorating is kind of a task, because, if you get some really elaborate houses, in there we're chopping little pieces of licorice for shingles. You got to have hand muscles to be able to do this stuff.
First day they come into the class, I have them start thinking about how they would organize before they tackle a recipe. And I think it really, I know it does. It helps eliminate mistakes by keeping that organization going. So I want them to come out of the class really feeling confident in the kitchen and knowing that they can make a recipe and they'll be successful, and what works and doesn't work.
Something I think that is really important from this class would actually have to be learning how to use the knife, because I've seen people do terrible mistakes with their knives and they've cut themselves up badly, and if they just had taken the beginning 2 weeks of this class, you would get everything.
There are just a lot of things that you learn here that you wouldn't be able to learn from a cookbook.
I think this is a great program for any student, because all of us like to eat, or most of us, I should say, like to eat, but I think everybody has to eat, and I think this is a class that will help students learn how to cook and how to eat well.
Instead of making instant noodles, you could make really fresh made spaghetti, and you could learn how to do that in this class, and it's really a wonderful experience.
We have this class right before lunch, so on Thursdays when we're doing labs, we know not to bring lunch because we always get to eat in here, and it's good food. It's the bomb.